All right, let me check if the audio is good. I don't know if the audio is good. Okay, we're good. How are you doing? All right, we got a couple of people here. I just want to figure out some things really quick before I dive into it. Let's see. All right. I don't know what's going on here. All right. Let's see. Go live. I know I'm already live. I just have to set up everything with the live. Go to subscribers only and all of this extra stuff. Thank you guys for being here. Subscribers only. We'll do 1 minute duration. All right, so we got 18 people here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. First, Ben, yes, you are. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Shib from Holland. Holding Shib everywhere. Good morning. How are you? I'm pretty good. Good morning. First to like too. Well, thank you for liking. I appreciate it. As soon as you guys get in here, hit that like button. It does help out quite a bit. Good morning, everyone. Bought some Shib yesterday. Donated more to the Valentine's Day burn. Well, that's good. I want to stop people from. I mean, if people want to burn and use their own money to do so, they can go ahead and do that. But I want to make it so that people don't use their own money to burn coins. I would rather, we basically don't really spend money to burn coins, which doesn't really make sense, but you have different ways. Like, I'd rather spend time than money. But if you wanted to burn coins, I mean, that's always good to support it in a way. And if everybody decided to support it all at once, then it would make sense. But if just a couple of people are supporting it and, doing this and others aren't really sacrificing anything, it really doesn't line up with like the overall view of like sacrifice, right? So I don't know. It's tough when you look at that. I don't want anybody to spend money. I want everybody to just spend time. That would be great. What's up, bro? Old School helped you with the name. Financial advice with Matthew Perry. Yes, thank you. That's what it's all about. You guys want to pick up a not financial advice t-shirt? I have t-shirts and I have hoodies. I have two new designs, which we had a couple of purchases over the weekend, and I can't wait to get mine. It should be here in 3 days, which I'm excited about, just to wear it, and even the hoodie, like to wear it. So I can't wait. So if you guys want to pick it up, click the link in the description, my store link, profitsapparel.com. You can type it in, profitsapparel.com, and you'll get right to my apparel store. Matthew, how are you, bro? You pay fees to burn? How much? So typically, like if I go here and I wanted to send, let's say my Shiba Inu to one of these addresses here. So let's see if I wanted to withdraw it to any address, right? I had these two burns that I created. Let's see if I can like duplicate it. No, I can't duplicate it. Okay. So if I wanted to withdraw my Shiba Inu, it won't be that much of a fee, but it will be a decent amount of Shiba Inu. So if you're looking in the end, let's say it gets to $1, that's going to be a hefty amount that you're going to end up giving up in the fee, not only just the burn. So if I wanted to just type a crypto address and I have to look up what Shiba Inu burn wallet is, I go to, oh wait, let me go ahead and show my screen. There we go. Okay, so if I go here and look up the address here, I'm going to Shiba, click on this, and what we're going to see is the holders, and it's the largest holder, so it's this wallet. It's a null address, and it currently has, let's see if they increase that. We haven't really increased it too much. We've been increasing it millions, but obviously you have to go billions and then trillions. So people aren't really burning off a heck of a lot as of now. But if you want to send it to the null address, this will be the address, right? Copy that address. Then I would go over to burn, paste this address, use this address. It's a valid SHIB address. And now if I wanted to send something, so the network fee is already 337,000 SHIB, which is not crazy, right? It's not insane. So if I wanted to send, I don't know how much, the max, right? I would have to pay that, pay that in a fee. So no matter what you pay, you're paying that in a fee. Now I'm not going to send my max. I'm not going to send 60 million there. Soon we're going to be burning off coins, so we will be sending things. But yeah, it's like 337,000 SHIB. Back to my portfolio. Let's see, 7 a.m. Yes, 7 a.m. I'm still home with Hayden. So she's actually sleeping right now, and that's why I'm streaming early. I always want to stream early either way, but I would love to stream 2 hours and just let it, but I've been streaming like maybe an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. And, it's because Hayden wakes up somewhere around like 8:30. I just wanted to pinch it in with a bigger entertainment burn party. What happened with Loopring and Krill, man? They're both coming back. So just understand that the crypto market is coming back. I said, Jesus, I said in the beginning that with Krill, I'm not investing everything that I went all in with everything that I have. So all the money that I had that was free, I went all in. Now, is that the end? No, I want to hold 10,000. So not investing everything gives you a chance to average down. And I am hoping that it comes down below $1 so that I can find some positivity, or a lot of positivity in Krill, going from that level of, less than $1 all the way up to $5 or $10, right? You're seeing a massive jump, and that's what I want to hold. It's not something that will happen overnight. It's not something like Harvest Finance that will happen like right away. Harvest Finance jumped from 100 all the way up to 285. So seeing something like that, you expect those type of moves, but that's not going to be the case, right? Same thing with Loopring. I mean, Loopring, I think it was Loopring that you said. So yeah, same thing with Loopring. Loopring is coming back after actually seeing a decent size increase over the weekend. It went up to about 140 and then now is down to about 120. It's down another 9%. Crypto itself is not really going in the right direction. You have a couple of things that are positive, but crypto itself is not going in the right direction. It's not just solely one position. And I think a lot of these negative movements create opportunity. And that's what I love, is opportunity, and I will never tell you to invest in anything. I will tell you what I'm investing in. If you see it as a great play, go ahead and continue to make that move. That's why this is not financial advice, because it's something that I have a different brain than you have. I may think more long-term than you think, you may think short-term or something. So yeah, I think right now we're in this not downward spiral, but just a negative period, which is not bad. Again, I treat it as an opportunity. If I invested everything I had into this position and decided that I wasn't going to put any more into it, then that's a problem. Maybe it's a problem, but it's a problem if I'm not considering it to be long-term, right? If I'm looking for a short-term move. But once I invest 10,000 in it, I feel like I hit a great spot, 10,000 coins in it, and maybe $10,000. I feel like I will hit a great spot, and then I can, obviously go on about my day. Hopefully it can come down below $1 so that I can invest $10,000 and have more than 10,000 coins. That would be amazing. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. It's going to take time. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. I'm down $60 on my $350 SHIB. Yeah, again, I think it's more of a long-term play. So being down a certain amount, like I can tell you that I'm like right on the edge of being down, because I did increase from where I first invested in SHIB, but the point is that I bought in more at these lows. So I currently hold, 60 million over the amount that I actually did. So I guess if you look at it overall, I'm very close to being, um, you know, negative, right? I'm very close to being at a loss, but it's okay. I don't care about that loss. I care about the future value of this SHIB token. It's just like holding Wonderland. Wonderland, I care about the amount of Wonderland that I'm getting, or the amount of time that I'm getting versus the amount of dollars that it's worth now. Because the thing that you want to understand is that this could be worth anything. The SHIB that you're holding can be worth anything in the future, and you don't really know exactly what it could be worth. It could be worth less, and it could be worth more, right? I'm thinking it's more on, it's more towards the latter because of the fact that you can burn off coins, which essentially, if the demand stays the same, the market cap will stay the same. You're going to see the price increase, right? Because in order for the market cap to stay the same with a lesser supply, you need to have that price increase, because price multiplied by circulating supply is market cap. So yeah, it's not something that will happen overnight. And that's why I've been saying this whole entire time, it's like my plan is 5 to 10 years, or maybe even 20 years, right? I'm thinking that 5 to 10 years is a great time frame because we don't really know exactly what's going to happen in 2022. If we see a lot of positivity happen in 2022, then yes, it's going to be absolutely amazing, and it may shorten the time frame from 5 to 10 to 3 to 5, right? So we'll see how this year goes. And if we can gain popularity, introduce massive burn rates, and see where this thing goes. Thank you for clarification on the burn. If I want to reach out to you, private or potentially opportunity, what is the best place to reach you, man? Probably like Discord. I really don't check my DMs on Twitter that much. I really don't check my DMs on Instagram as much. But probably that. If you're talking about a investment opportunity, I do have a business email address that you can reach out to. Not financial advice, but if someone was to find $500 on the floor, you think that Loopring could go further down or invest in it now? So the reason why I haven't gone basically all in on Loopring, right, putting more and more money into Loopring, is because I do think that it can come more down, right? Now, it all depends what the crypto market does. It can completely reverse, and you could see everything start to skyrocket. But from what I'm understanding, it looks like the stock market and the crypto market are really running at a negative pace. It's just not going in the right direction. And I don't think this month will be the best month. We might see something towards the end of the month. But do I think it can go further down? I do think it can go further down. If that was the only $500 that you were investing, I would probably portion it out. Either way, I think it's going to be above 122 in the end. So you're going to see a decent size increase. It's just how much do you want to gain? Are you trying to pinch pennies, to save dollars or something? Because if that's the case, then if you're looking for that to decrease and it goes down 10 cents, yes, that can make a difference depending on how much you're investing. But it also can make a difference on you missing out on your investment, missing out on your potential gain. So it's all on you. I always take an opportunity to invest some, and I understand that you always get to that point where it increases. It's like, I should have invested more. Yes, there's always the idea that you should have invested more, but guess what? You didn't. And it's not something that you need to change your strategy over. If you made money out of the situation, it's great. So just, I would say, don't be greedy. And I would invest probably maybe 50%. I know that $500 wouldn't be the only thing that I would want to invest into Loopring, but I would say I would invest half and then see where it goes, and then invest half again, or do it 20% or 25%. But that's the way that I would go. I wouldn't. Next video on Loopring. Yeah, I do have to. You're totally right, man. Wait, Louis. If you researched for 3 weeks and thought SHIB was optimum, you need to do more research. Yes. I'm holding long term, so it's not a big deal also. Yeah, that's the idea, is that you never know what these are going to be. So while you have all these coins and people say, "Oh, this will never be something, this will never be this looks horrible," or whatever, you never know what a coin is going to be, because I go back to a comment that I saw in one of my recent videos. Um, when Bitcoin was $100, nobody thought Bitcoin would be where it's at. I understand that Bitcoin really changed the game with everything, but obviously you can have other things that change the game. It's just like if you think about um, well, Solana is one that moves, but I was actually going to go towards sports, right? You go towards sports, and you have, like with golf, Jack Nicklaus, who, like, changed the game and obviously continuously won. You have Sam Snead, who won as much as he did. You have Tiger Woods that comes out of nowhere and is winning at a ridiculous pace, and now you have multiple people that are coming out and absolutely changed the game. Tiger Woods changed the game for everybody, and you have more athletic people that are coming out for and playing golf. It's just like that. It's just like that. But this is with money, right? So you're looking at Bitcoin that changed the game. You can have Solana that comes out, change the game, Cardano. You can have anything else that comes out and just changes the game for everyone. And now you're looking at it in a different way, a different scenario here. So, these coins could be anything, right? This Harvest Finance that I'm holding 30 of, in 10 years, that 30 Harvest Finance could be worth $30 million. And would I be upset? Absolutely. Would I be mad at all? Probably. But would I feel like I missed out on an opportunity? Yes. No, but then I would I would look at my 30 that I did have, and I know that I would make a profit out of it. That's what would be great. It just gets worse and worse as you ask questions. Would I be mad? Yes. Would I be sad? Yes. Would I cry in a corner? Probably. Any suggestions? I don't have any suggestions right now. How long will Cardano increase? Let's see. Cardano is looking pretty good, right? I talked about this. You know what? I mistook Loopring for Cardano for a second, because Cardano was up to 140 and actually increased to 150. And I talked about this in the Discord group, saying how this is starting to get back to normal. You're seeing Cardano slowly make its move back up while people decide to continue to hold onto the position. Now, I'm looking for. I was talking about how I was in Cardano in the past for a staking opportunity, but they never added it to Coinbase, and I hope that they would have. And I know you can stake it on other platforms. I just don't want to do that. So I'm very tempted to find a higher point of, like, maybe I would have to do a little bit more research of the higher point into Cardano and actually pulling out of Cardano, but at a later date, just because I understand that it has the potential, but I feel like others have more potential. And if I'm only looking at the price increase and not the stakeability of it, and how much I can gain APY wise, then it's not going to be the biggest opportunity for me. But how much can Cardano increase? It definitely can make some moves. Cardano right now is at a pretty low market cap compared to where it was, right? Let's go Cardano. I spelled that wrong, didn't I? ADA. Why is that not coming up? There we go. All right. So currently the market cap is at 51 billion, which is, I guess, still on the higher side, right? You're seeing it fourth in popularity, but it was closer to that level of 100 billion. And you could definitely see that rise to higher and higher heights. Hopefully get back up to this $3 mark, but it can definitely surpass those marks. It's just the issue of understanding, can it break that $100 billion market cap barrier, which has been a barrier for a lot of different cryptocurrencies. So typical hold time is 80 days. People are holding this for a long time. This is similar to what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin's around 80 days as well. Cheapest doesn't matter how much cheap the coin doesn't correlate with the appreciation. Hope you know the only thing that brings appreciation is people buying and holding. What do you think about Baby Doge? I'm not a biggest fan of Baby Doge. BBIG is the next GameStop, y'all. Uh, I don't know about that. I mean, it's always a possibility to see BBIG make a humongous move, right? It already has made some moves recently, and if we look at, let's actually go back and let's bring up the Vortex data. Vortex data, and let's also bring up, well, we'll bring up chart exchange for AMC just so we have it. 66% still gets me every time. 66% short for AMC. That's crazy. Is that it? BBIG. Let's look at the short interest, 25% short interest. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are holding it. A bunch of people are buying options from what I'm understanding. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's the next GME. They come like once in a lifetime. And for us, luckily, this year, it's like twice in a lifetime. And it may come more often because of the fact that we're really fighting these hedge funds. I'm way behind, ain't I? Do you think AMC is going to drop more this week, trying to lower my cost average? Do I think it will drop more this week? It actually saw a little bit of a, I guess, a little bit of a bounce off of that $19 level. Understand what I'm seeing here out of this. So the current, I wish I could move this. Can I move it? I wish I could move this to see where this level of the 200 EMA is. It's at like 19 or something like that. Exactly at 1875. Is that right? So seeing it at this level, we're definitely getting closer and closer to seeing a bounce. Now, the point that I want to make here is that we can also see this break this level. It depends how much they're shorting it, right? If they short it a heck of a lot, just like we are holding the position and they covered some of their short positions here. Let's actually zoom this down. They covered some of their short positions here, right? We broke past the 200 EMA. They could do the same thing here and we can break past that 200 EMA. But I'm actually looking at that as a hard support level to where we can see that bounce. So will we see more? I think we'll see more fluctuation. There's a possible chance that the rest of this month we could see it with this candlestick. Let's actually make it bigger. We could see with this candlestick is that they could create more of a hammerhead candlestick, increasing in price, getting all the way up to maybe 24, 25 before actually seeing a positive candlestick in the next month. And I'm thinking we're definitely due for one, especially after we see this bounce off of 19. So do I expect more of a decrease? I really don't expect less than where it was at like 19-ish. Again, it could get to the level of right below 19. So 18, I said that 19 was coming in my last couple of videos, but it's definitely iffy. It all depends how much they're shorting it because we never know. It seems like every day they're shorting it more and more, right? They started at 30%. And then they started 40%, 50%, got all the way up to 60%, and now they're approaching 70% short, every single day. That's ridiculous to have the volume 50 plus million, or let's say 100 million, and 70 million of that 100 million is short positions. Not to mention whatever goes in through, selling, right? You're seeing maybe 10% of that, selling positions. And then you have 20% that's left that's buying, right? And it's not good. You meme coin guys are going to get wrecked. Always happen at the end of the bull market. Want to help yourself? Research Hex. What? So that's wow. Okay. That's funny. That's hilarious. Are Hex employing you? Probably. Helping humanity shilling. I'm down in Hex. Most people are. No, I'm just playing. I haven't even looked at the position in probably quite some time. I can't remember the last time I looked at it. All right, respect. Thoughts on BBIG? I kind of just did that. Where can we buy Hex? Why do we have people that are we have one person that's saying something about Hex, and then another person that's responding. So it's kind of like my comment section, um, where you have those believable comments that are like, oh, great video, but I just made $150,000 investing with Alice. I don't know another name, but investing with Alice. Oh, Alice is amazing. It's like, what? Come on, man. No, Alice is not. Um, is a company welcome for crying? Is company welcome for crying in the corner? I mean, sure. I usually like to do it alone, but okay. How's your take on SHIB right now? I see a dump in the chart. Yeah, again, it's short term. It's not you're thinking short term. I'm all long term. That sucks. Must be an idiot. It dipped 10 cents. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna buy a bunch of BBIG tomorrow. If crazy high short interest numbers are what you want, you should look at ETFX. So it's not only about that, it's also about the amount of volume that goes into it. So it's crazy high short interest numbers plus the amount of people that really back the position, because that's what matters, right? You can have high short interest, right? If a company, let's say a hedge fund, hates a company and nobody knows about this company, right? Hedge funds decide to short the hell out of the position. It's over 200% short, but nobody holds the position. So it's easy for them to cover whatever they want. And if they end up covering, it's not going to help because people are consistently selling. So even though they cover it, people are selling the position because it is decreasing. And the people that are in it, aren't really hardcore or like fans of the position or really wanted to make a move. Obviously everybody wants it to skyrocket when you buy into it, but they don't truly believe into it. It's more of those people that buy something just in case type of thing, and then if it starts to go against them, they get out of the position, and that's exactly the ones that they go after. So when they cover, people are selling, nothing happens to the price. People are not holding, nothing happens to the price, besides decreasing. So that's what I'm always afraid of. When you have a high short interest, it doesn't mean that it's the best play in the world, because you need a ton of support, people that are holding the position, because if people aren't holding the position, you'll see nothing, right? So that's what it's all about. I hate those comments. So do I. I'm a real person though, not a bot. Or were you, so did somebody type that in? No, I'm just joking. I don't know. You're obviously subscribed, so that's the only way you can comment. You see those too? I thought it was just me. No, I see them, and I try and delete them, and I also try and delete the ones that are essentially, I guess, me, because they take my name, take my picture, and then they go, oh, reach out to me on WhatsApp or whatever. And it's like I can't delete them. As soon as I delete one, I go to a next comment and then come back to the old comment and it has another one. I don't understand how they are still there. Like if I go and respond to somebody, it makes me not want to comment on people's posts, because I feel like I'm putting them in that conversation after I delete it. Then they go and respond, and then you have the fake account that responds to them, and it's more and more like torture, right? And somebody might fall for this scam, and I don't want them to fall for anything. So I always resort to not responding, because you're adding them to the conversation, which adds the scammer to the conversation. And then they continue to try and go back and forth and confuse you because they have the same name as me or the same picture. And then you're like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe I should send him $50 in Bitcoin or whatever. And it's like, don't do that. Nobody do that. Nobody send anyone any money. I will never ask you for any money. That being said, can I have $1? No, I'm just joking. I'll take $1 in Bitcoin. I probably shouldn't say that, because then YouTube is probably going to catch it and be like, "Oh, this is a scam." Should we pump BBIG with the gamma squeeze and then buy more AMC? I mean, if you feel as though whatever, so I'm not going to tell people exactly what to do. If you feel as though AMC has more potential long term, and you wanted to take more money out of other plays and put it into AMC, do that. And I just want to let you know that my position on, a lot of these plays, yes, I'm in the play, right? I'm in AMC, I'm in GME, I'm in, what's it called? Geez, I can't think of any. I'm in Shiba Inu, I'm in Dogecoin, right? I don't have a ton of Dogecoin, I don't have a ton of SHIB, but people reach out to me all the time and they'll say, how are you a supporter of this? Or, X, you have X number of shares, and I have, XXX number of shares, or XXXX number of shares. Let's go with that. Like, how are you a supporter of SHIB when I have, 10 times more than you do? And I'm like, well, I can support SHIB, but also still be diversified, right? I understand that if you support it, you buy onto it, you hold it, you do whatever it is, that the community really wants you to do. And you kind of have your own plan, to tell you the truth, at the end. But I'm a supporter of all these things, and it's not to say that I need to spend all my money on one single thing, because I am a supporter of a lot of these things, but I also want to diversify my portfolio. Not only have these, but I want to take maybe 10% of the amount that I'm investing and put it into some of these plays, or 20%, or maybe even 25%. If you're looking at everything overall, 25% of my short-term investing money is in a lot of these plays. So, has Matt spoken about LRC yet? Just tuned in. I talked about it in the beginning. It was somewhere around maybe I was going to say 30-minute mark, but it's 30 minutes already. It was somewhere around maybe like the 10-minute mark, I would say. But I spoke about LRC. Can you provide us insight on Dogelon Mars? So unless Dogelon Mars decides to do a massive burn rate, which you never know, anything could happen, right? Anything, absolutely anything could happen. So it doesn't hurt to hold anything, but am I going to hold $1,000 worth? No. Will I hold probably $20 worth? That's definitely a possibility, because again, you never know what it's going to be in the end, and it's always great to have a little skin in the game. The point is that when I look at Dogelon, it's definitely the biggest. If you were trying to define a meme coin, right, that's the biggest type of meme coin that you can have, because I mean, Dogelon Mars and the I guess coin symbol is Elon. I mean, obviously it's memes all around, right? So seeing it at, let's see where it's 555 trillion, which is 56% of the total supply. You still have basically 44% of the supply that's actually out there. And if they implement some sort of a massive burn throughout time, then yes. But again, you never know what it's going to be. And a lot of these coins try and stay relevant. So when it ends up losing popularity, currently it's closer to that $1 billion market cap mark. Once it starts losing popularity, people will basically start selling the position, getting out of the position. And what the developers probably will do is, as you see most of them not holding the position, they'll probably implement some sort of burn rate to burn off half the coins. Let's see how many holders there are. Let's go into the actual position, because you can only get it. You can get it on Gate.io. You can get it on KuCoin. You can get it on different platforms. So again, it's something that I see the popularity in. You never know what it's going to be. I understand it is a more of a meme related coin or popular coin, because of the fact that it has, the name is just not catchy, but it just has a bunch of different memes in it, right? So you never know what it's going to be. So will I put my life savings into it? No. Will I even put a generous amount into it? No. But will I put probably $20 in there? If I have $20 at some point, then yeah. If I have $20 free in Gate.io, then yeah, sure. I'll throw it in there and let it go. But it's not something that I truly support. I'll tell you that right now, until they say, oh, you know what? We're burning off 70% of the coin because it doesn't have popularity. Okay. You're burning off 70% of the coin. Well, now that gives it an opportunity to grow quite a bit. And that's what you can hope for in a lot of these big coins, but you never really know. So Let's look at some of the holders and see who's holding the most. So whatever this is 432 trillion coins in one place. So one wallet holds 43. Someone explain to me if you're in Dogelon Mars, because I'm not in it and I haven't looked into it too much. But what's this 43%? This 12% still bothers the hell out of me. And also this, I guess 6% comes from KuCoin. That makes sense. Gate.io, that makes sense. But this 12%, what the hell is that? The value is 160 million. And are they slowly offing shares in order to capture that 160 million, or at least a portion of it? If BBIG can break $5, it definitely could trigger a gamma squeeze. I'm looking at the options chain right now. It's a short squeeze play. It's not kind of like AMC or GameStop also sells NFTs. I just under 100 million. I have just under 100 million of Dogelon Mars. Yeah, again, I don't know how much that would even be. So if I went over to, let's say, let's actually bring up Gate.io real quick. Give me a second. See if I'm logged in. Yes, I am logged in. All right, let's go to spot trading. Bring my account over here. And let's go to Elon. All right. If I wanted to buy, let's say I have, I don't know how much I have. How much do I have? I have $5 or 5 USDT. So if I decided to buy $5 worth USDT, 100%, that would give me, how much is that? 4 million, 4.2 million. That would give me 4.2 million of Elon if I decided to buy this right now. Let's see if it goes through. Let me actually bring this over here. Give me a second. I think that's good. I don't know what happened there. Let's go to my funds overview. Let's see. Now I now have 4.2 million of Elon I bought for $5. There you go. Now, am I going to look into it every single day? Probably no, I'm not. But I am going to hold 4.2 million. And if they somehow start to show out some sort of burn rate and that 12%, I would imagine. Hope y'all don't get burned on BBIG. Yeah, I know. Again, I don't expect anybody to just invest everything that they have in BBIG, and I'm not telling people to hold BBIG. Notorious BBIG. That's funny. I've been hearing nothing but BBIG lately. The big wallet on Elon is held by. Well, yeah, I know, but what is that? What is? I don't even know how to say it. Some foundation. It's a nonprofit medical charity focused on extending the healthy human lifespan by 90, by making 90 the new 50 by 2030. Is that foundation legit? Is a nonprofit okay? That just repeats. Maybe we should have. There's probably some videos that look into it a little bit more. But that's definitely a lot. You know, seeing 40%, 40+%, that's definitely a lot. And seeing 12% is a lot as well. That's a huge wallet. Who's holding that? Which I understand. I've always been a fan of, developers and founders holding a certain amount, holding, 10% or 20%. And I understand how that could be rug pullish, but if I hold 20%, know that I am very transparent and I will tell you when I'm selling a portion, right? And it always makes sense to hold on to some. And as you get to future states, if they do it completely legit, the right way, right? They would sell portions and then not sell the complete thing, because if you do let go of your position, you're making it slowly more of a like community based position, something that actually you're holding instead of 20%, you're holding 10% by the time where it starts getting really, really popular. And then you're giving out all of the coins to basically everybody. So people can buy these coins, can buy that coin, can buy that coin. And the coins that you have available, you're giving that ownership to other people, basically. So just think of it as a business. If you hold 50%, which I wouldn't invest into a coin if someone held 50%. If you're holding 50% and you wanted to give out coins to other people, then that would be the way that you do it. You can sell it, give out coins to other people. Now, from the beginning, there's always a way to where you're like, all right, I hold 100% of the coins. What am I going to do with these coins? You put a certain amount back into circulation, you gift coins to people, and then they're sitting, on top of it as well to move this thing forward. But you only do that with a certain portion. You're not going to gift, let's say you have 100,000. You're not going to gift 4 ways. You're not going to say I have 25, another person has 25, another person has 25, another person has 25K. You're going to go, all right, well, 80,000 goes out there, or maybe 75,000 goes out into, into the abyss somewhere, wherever it is, right, into circulation. And then you have 25,000 that you're going to basically take and, gift to other people, maybe some subscribers, maybe to some believers, whatever, and then you could go from there. So I want to make a coin, and I keep, like, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, all right, I should look up more information about this and make a coin, because I think it would just be great, but I want to have like some sort of a use case for it. Why is Loopring dropping while other cryptos are able to hold on to lower levels? Why is Loopring dropping? Well, let's go back to where we were at. So let's look at Loopring here. Let's go ahead and look at Loopring. I already talked about Loopring today, but I can definitely continue to talk about it. So currently, when you're looking at the supply, right, we still have the same supply. We have the typical days of hold time. People are holding on to it for 28 days. Popularity is decreasing. People are just not buying it as much because they believe that it can go lower. So a lot of times when you see things fall, you can say, oh, well, it has a lot of buying power for it. But a lot of people, what they will do when things decrease is they'll hold off. Just like I saw a couple of comments basically saying, should I buy into the position or should I hold off to wait till it goes lower? Most likely people will wait for it to go lower than to buy in at these prices. And then when they start seeing it run, they start to buy, which is not really what we should be doing. A lot of people should be buying at some of these lower prices because of the fact that, you're going to see that increase and you're catching it at the lower lows. But what people will do is hold off. And as people are holding off, you see it drop a little bit more because other people are just like, you know what, I'm going to get out of this position. And then what it's going to happen is those people end up, getting out of the position. And then you have the original people that decide that they want to buy in a little bit lower or dollar cost average down. Right. So it's definitely tricky when you look at the markets. It's definitely tricky when you look at different positions because people treat it in a way that I would think completely different. Like if I see this 8% down, I see this as an opportunity, right? I will buy it. Will I buy everything that I wanted to buy? No. But will I buy a portion of it? Yes. Right now I have money that's I think is free, but I don't know because I still have to go through paying mortgage and car payments and all that other stuff. So I don't think it's free right now. Definitely when I get to the time where YouTube pays me, I will have free money in order to do it, in order to put money into other positions, which I'm hoping that things like Loopring and Krill come back more. I would love to see Krill under $1, and I know a lot of other people would as well because it has so much potential. Seeing a coin that has less than 100 or less than 50 million coins in total circulating, or not circulating supply, in total supply, being less than $1. Something that has less than 50 million coins is now priced at less than $1. The popularity is going to skyrocket when you find this like diamond in the rough type of thing, right? So I'm definitely in on it, and that's why I have 20% here, and I will have more. I'll probably hold 40% of my overall position in Krill, and then we'll start to get into other ones. We'll definitely look at it. We'll reassess when we actually reach 5,000 coins, because there's other opportunities that I probably want to spread it out a little bit more. But I definitely see Krill as a big opportunity longer term. So that's where Loopring is. Currently, I have 134 people here, guys. Hit the like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit. We're probably going to be live for maybe another, I don't know, 30 minutes. Depends when Hayden gets up. Yes, that's the one. Are you all shorting BBIG? No. Centralization isn't bad. Capitalization of society. When a coin centralizes in allocation before it fits the direction, the socialistic eventually distributed coin goes nowhere. Farm, please. I haven't looked into farm in, well, I always look at farm. The farm is just gonna take its time. The fact that it did come down from the level of 285 was definitely something that I didn't think we would see it come all the way back down to that level. But seeing how the crypto market is not really moving in the right direction in most cases, that's why you're seeing farm make these moves back to the levels that it was at, seeing it at less than 100. Now currently at 135, did have a pump up to about 150, or I think maybe even a little bit higher than that. If I go back a week, yeah, we did have a pump all the way up to 170 from a level of 128, and seeing that massive increase. That's what I said with farm. You can see a crazy increase out of nowhere. We saw that crazy increase over a day where it went from 100 to 285, right? And that's where I took out 20 of my position, because, going from that to 285 just gave me so much opportunity, to sell some of that position and, put a lot of that money into other plays, which I was able to buy Krill and able to buy OMG and things like that. But you did see it come back a little bit, and it can move so fast. And who knows when that next movement is going to happen. But overall, I know that this is going to be a good position that I continuously make profit from. It's just going to be something that you hold on to, you make profit, you hold on to, you make profit, then you end up selling a little bit of it, not all of it, and then it ends up decreasing down. Eventually, if you want to buy back in at the lows, you can buy back in at the lows and then make profit again. It's a great swing trading position for a lot of people. So that's what I would say. You basically just hold out for a swing trade opportunity. Thank you for the super chat. Come and take M. Hey, Matthew, you should look into Green Life Energy Global. They're doing some amazing things with renewable energy. It's severely undervalued market cap. Check out their YouTube video with their passionate CEO. Yeah, I'll guess I will check it out. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Well, I guess you would have to look at it as a stock, because that's basically what we would get into when we think of business aspects of it. Are we talking about is it a stock or is it actually a cryptocurrency? Why am I not seeing anything? Maybe it is a cryptocurrency. I don't know. Maybe I'll just look it up just to see what it's all about. I understand what this is. Yeah, I don't see anything for this. on blockchain. Binance Smart Chain. Well, let's go ahead and look at, maybe we can find it. We can find it here then. I don't have Binance. Green Life Energy. So it is Green Life Energy Global. Well, currently it's at 0.025 cents. You see 500 million total supply. It doesn't have anything. Yeah, it basically has no markets that's available on besides PancakeSwap. 500 million definitely shows that it could have some potential. Very low market cap, just like you said. The point is that we don't know what's in circulation, so I guess it's very, very early on as you look at the price. So if we look at the overview and go through all detail, we're going to see that we have history back from November, so it's pretty much pretty new. And seeing this down in the 1 cent mark was like one of its lowest spots, and you're seeing it stair step on the way up, create new highs, higher lows, which is a great situation there. Got up to a high in November of about 7 cents or so. Yeah, about 7 cents. So it shows a lot of potential to increase. And again, like you said, the market cap is very, very low. And that's the fully diluted market cap. We never know what's in circulation. It could be 100% in circulation, or it could be less that's in circulation, which I would probably, push more towards the fact that less are in circulation. Yeah, I'll have to check it out more. But right now, when you look at this detail, just looking at the total supply and the fully diluted market cap, yes, that's great. So I would have to, let's look into some detail here to see how many holders there are. 3,417 addresses. If we look into the amount of holders, 68% is held by a null address. So this is how much is dead. Because what we're seeing is at the end of this is it's dead. So this is a dead wallet. So basically, it's doing its calculation off of a total supply that isn't the full total supply, because the full total supply is around 160 million. And if it's 160 million, yes, you have a couple of wallets that have 10%, but that's 10% of the total supply. 160 million means that this one wallet has 50 million out of that 160 million that's left out there. And this wallet has 29 million of that. And this wallet, has 26 million of that. And then the rest is left for everybody else. That's not great. Sorry to say, I don't like that. I don't like that. You're seeing, if you did the math, I'm sorry to say, I hate that. I hate that so much. But let's go ahead and just really quickly do this. I just want to show you something, and I'm sorry to maybe burst your bubble here, but it might be something that holds some sort of weight because it's brand new. And like I said, when things are brand new, you gift people certain coins. But if you're decreasing the amount that's there, you have 160 million that's in circulation, and you have, let's say, 160 million. I don't even know if that's right. 160 million, and then you're looking at 49.5. 49.5 million, and you actually just do the math and see what that is percentage wise. That's 30% that they're actually holding of the current circulating supply. And if you do it where you do this plus the 29,000 plus 26. Yeah, 26,500,000, right? And then you have another one that's holding 1%. That's PancakeSwap, so that's fine. Those are just individual wallets that people are holding. I guess I didn't add the plus, right? That's 105 million you're holding. That means that individual wallets between 3 wallets are holding 65%, 66% of the total supply. Yeah. Those are individual wallets. That's not like an exchange. Those are individual wallets. And I understand, if you have something new, you gift out coins to other people. But if you're looking at the total amount after you burn off 68%, of it, these wallets need to decrease the total value, because what you're looking at is 10% of this supply, but really that's 30% of the circulating supply, or 65% in those three wallets are controlling the overall supply. So I'll say, I mean, it looked enticing, especially with the lower supply, but until that comes down, I mean, I can't really say that I can fully get behind it, you know? It is at a decent price, and I love the circulating supply, but I hate the fact that there's holders that are holding 65% between three holders. Maybe it's not my place, but that's what I'll go with. Sorry if I bursted anyone's bubble, if I bursted your bubble or anything like that. If you're heavy in the position, if you are a person that actually is on the development team or whatever, I'm sorry about that. The entire team is doxing their website, and the high percentage wallet are are for exchanges for future. Okay, bigger holders and 2 million tokens, which is very low. Again, yeah, I fully understand. If everything is doxed, I'm just saying I wouldn't put all of my eggs into that basket. But it does look like something that has potential. It's just something that where you look at like everything that's in front of you, and it's showing that these individual wallets hold 65%, right? That could be something that could be bought later if that was the case, to basically fund other exchanges, if that's what you wanted to do. But you don't really see that often. Most of the time you'll have those exchanges, buy up that coin in order to distribute it and everything like that. It's not basically for a wallet to distribute to them, right? It's not for a wallet to have 49 million to distribute to Binance or distribute to Gate.io or distribute to whatever. A lot of those platforms will basically go out and get that to distribute all of that. Thank you for the super chat, though. Again, I think it has potential, right? It's just something. There's a little bit of red flags for me, and any red flags, it doesn't mean that it's not going to be something that I purchase or see as a potential opportunity. Again, it has 160 million supply, and it's at 2 cents. I mean, that's pretty big. So once you start seeing some of that positivity, it's currently only available on PancakeSwap. So once you start seeing more of that positivity, you're going to see more and more growth, which I think you will. But I don't know when it will happen to where they do, sell majority of their position in some of those wallets, and that will affect the price. And people will say, "Oh, it's a rug pull," but I don't believe that it probably will be a rug pull. I think what's going to happen is they're going to sell that position. It's going to open it up, and they're not going to sell all of it, but they're going to sell portions of it. It's going to open it up, and people are going to think, "Oh, well, you know what? It's decreasing so much. It's a rug pull," but it's not. It's going to be something that where they leave that supply out there, and then now instead of 9%, they're holding 5%. So I think it has potential. Don't get me wrong. I think it has potential. I just wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket, which is the case with everything. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it, though. Both super chats. Which one are you talking about? Exchanges do not. Take a look at the and give me some feedback. This green life thing is only Pancake. Yeah, it looks like it's only Pancake. 500 million market cap seems high for a 3-month-old coin. It's not a $500 million market cap. It's 500 million. It's 500 million coins, and that's not even the total coins that is the total coins that they had, but 300 plus million are dead. So then you have 160 million that's actually out there. So it has a little bit of potential. Again, it has a little bit of potential. There's just a couple of red flags that um, would keep me out of buying more than what I want to, right? Does that make sense? Maybe it makes sense. If he's misunderstood something, just try to explain it. We're only human. Yeah, that's true. I want to know. I want to know what you're seeing. How if they don't do that in order to add it to an exchange. Who has more coins, Sushi Swap or PancakeSwap? Not sure which one to go with. Do modest people use both? Um, I mainly use PancakeSwap if I wanted to, or if I wanted to buy one of those lower name coins that doesn't really have too many platforms to buy it on. So Pancake would be the one that I go with. I don't have Pancake. I like pancakes, though, if it counts. Before you can do anything with the wallet. Has people to approve the transaction before you can do anything with that wallet. The biggest owner of the project, 2 million tokens, isn't part of the team. It is 2 million tokens. Okay. Do you think the people that approve what they can do with that wallet is also in on a decision to where it could benefit everybody? Don't you think that? I understand where you're coming from. There's just a lot of different things that don't fully add up. Fundamental analysis of crypto will work. How much Shiba do you think we will burn this year? I'm thinking if we actually see the burn rate to enter the metaverse and we see regular people burn some, I probably think we can burn somewhere at minimum. At minimum, I would say probably 10%, and that's minimum, and that's that's tough. So 10% of overall coins, I think we can burn probably somewhere around, was it 50 trillion? Somebody said 10 trillion. I think we can burn 50 trillion with a developer burn plus the individual burns that we're creating. Yes, you can burn that much. But you can also see them come out of nowhere and burn half of them, and that could be a possibility. But um, it's tough to see that when, I mean, you've only seen that once, and that was in the beginning of Shiba Inu. And right now, it costs them a lot. If they burned half of it, I feel like they need to burn in portions because you're going to see the price increase or jump based on the fact that there's less coins. And then you're going to see that decrease because people are going to sell off a lot of their coins because they made a decent amount of money from it, right? And that's not going to be me. Unless they burned off, if they burned off 70% at one point, like that, then yes, that would probably be me to where it hits a certain value that I think it could hit. Losing a zero and getting up to 0.0007. That would be the level to where I'm going to make a move. Half will be nice. Half will be amazing. Yes. But I'm thinking 10% at least. My main coin invested for 2022 is Matic, Loopring, and Dogecoin besides BTC and Ethereum. Um, I want to know what do you see out of Dogecoin? I understand Matic and Loopring, and I do like Dogecoin, but to an extent. What do you see out of Dogecoin? How much do you see it getting to price wise? And we can work out market cap wise. Is comparable to AMC when it was $9. What's comparable to AMC when it was $9? BBIG. Some billionaire who holds SHIB and passes away, he can send. Where'd that go from? Someone retracted their message. Also, I held Cardano for 1 year already. Yeah, I'm looking at Cardano. I like Cardano, right? Again, I'm talking about this one more time. I like Cardano. The problem is that now, instead of being in it for a stake position, because I've been holding Cardano for quite some time, instead of being in it for that staked position, I'm now in it for a price increase. I'm now in it to see it at a way higher level than where it's at, rather than the amount of APY that I can gain, because they didn't add it to Coinbase. I was hoping that they would add stake ability to Coinbase. We had 146 people or 150 people here. Let me check my camera again to see if my little baby is awake. And if so, I gotta go. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I did. All right. So she's sitting there. All right. So we'll go until like uh 10 minutes. Uh, she keeps laying down and then getting back up and laying down. It seems like she's still tired, but so we'll go for like 10 more minutes and see if we have any more things, and then we'll get out of here. So much snow outside, but nothing on the roads. So, yeah, the funny thing is, right? Last night at like 11, I decided, you know what? I need to get the snow off of here because it's going to turn into ice. Even though I knew that it was going to be warm today and it was raining, but I was like, all right, the rain's not really going to do much besides like freeze the layer underneath the snow. I was like, all right, let me shovel this. So I ended up shoveling everything. I look out the window this morning and everybody's driveway and everybody's uh like lawn and all that is clear. And I'm like, what? How? How? Like I took the time to do that last night so that I didn't have to do it this morning. And everybody's car, everybody's driveway, everybody's like, I took so much time to do that. Usually I don't take the time to do it. I just let the warmth like melt the snow, but I decided that I was going to do it so that Erica can get out in the morning and everything like that. And we spent all that time doing it and nothing. Like there's nothing on the roads. There's nothing on the sidewalks. It's ridiculous. I won 200 Loopring too. You own 200 Loopring. Okay. It's summer here. Well, great. Perfect. You didn't take the time to invest the time. You didn't take the time. You invested the time. I yes, I did because I value my time. I took about I could have actually been researching if, how to make a coin and everything like that. I'm going to have something that I can create liquidity and get it on PancakeSwap and have people, buy into the coin and send it. I want something that's through the BSC rather than through Ethereum. I don't want it through Ethereum. I want something that's cheaper because when I made my first coin, it was through the Ethereum network, and I thought, oh, you know what? It's just the cool network to be a part of. It's not the fact that I don't care if you have to pay a little bit more. It's the cool network to be a part of. But it's ridiculously high gas fees. It's crazy. I'm not paying that much for for liquidity, let alone like buying the coin and sending the coin to other people. It's ridiculous. Never get snow at any time of the year kind of sucks. I mean, it's a good thing. I don't like the snow. If you own a house, you have to shovel everything, and I mean, you can get companies to do it for you, but yeah, I don't want to do that either. I am gonna like hire somebody to mow my lawn from now on. I think I'm gonna hire one of my nephews, let them work, and then also teach them about investing. And what they can do is I'm gonna give them a plan. So basically, what we can do is I don't know. I can't create a 529 account for them now, but I would like to start them on the journey of investing and understanding how to invest. But then again, um, I don't want any adult to have access to that. I only want them to have access to it. But that's very difficult to do because if anybody like an adult doesn't understand how to invest, I want them to be able to make that decision. You know what I mean? But I'm going to give them a plan basically to say, all right, this is how much we'll pay you. We can also, uh, do this. If you decide to invest a certain portion of it, we can pay you a little bit more. So let's say, I don't know if it's like $30, we'll invest 30%. Um, well, if you decide to invest more, we'll invest like 30% or 10% or 20% or whatever, depending on what you want to do. So I want them to be comfortable with investing and understanding how to grow your money right now, because then they can create a better life for their children, and their children also, they can create a better life for their children, So, and that's just my nephews. So I can't wait to teach my actual children about all this. I wanted to say that investing in you, Matthew Perry, has paid off dividends, my friend. Thank you. Well, thank you for one, being a member, being a part of this community, and saying that. The kind words mean a lot. I love when you show your appreciation. I appreciate your appreciation. It just means the world to me. I come here and every morning, and I understand that there's a group of people that don't have to be on my side every time. You understand that we don't need to see the exact same things. And that's what's great about investing, is that I may see something differently than you see. You may see it as a short-term play for like 3 weeks, and I see it as a play for 2 months, right? It's just, we can agree to disagree, and it's great to be able to have that community, because that's what we need. We don't need people to be yes men or yes people, and or be no people, or be those people that are secretly in your ear like, oh, that's not a good investment. That's not a good investment. I've had those people. Um, and I think this community, to have a bunch of people to say, yeah, this looks like a great one. Why do you see that? And then you explain it, and then they explain why they feel a certain way. And then you meet in the middle and understand what you can do and how you can limit your risk based on what they actually brought up. So it's great. Told you, brother, you were loved. Well, thank you. Thank you. I hope BBIG doesn't squeeze. I'm too busy deleting scammers from Matt's YouTube videos to figure out what to do with that money. Yeah, I'm sorry that we have to do that, but I don't know. I can't get rid of them. I try to. I can't get rid of them. Uh, bro, I would mow your lawn. Well, I got to do it with I want family to be able to do it. Like, I would love my older niece to babysit the children, and learn how to do that and make money there, and also understand that I'll pay them more if they decide to invest a portion of the money. I just want them to learn. I just want everybody to learn and just have an amazing life. Because the more you learn about this stuff, the better your life can be. It's not, people will say it's gambling. You're gambling your money away. You're gambling your life away by doing this. And I don't think that is. If you do it the right way and you actually research and understand how to limit your risk, it's actually a really, really good thing. And there's a lot of people that will YOLO bet on things and say, hey, invest $14,000 into, Shiba Inu, even though that's, 30% of your investment, or 30% of your investing money. And yes, that may be a great investment when you look at it long term, but something to where you can actually take a lot of that money and grow it to a bigger number in other plays, while Shiba Inu ends up playing out for 3 to 5 or 10 years, right? 10 years is a long time to hold up $14,000. I'd rather hold up a certain amount that I know I will gain a great amount with. And if you do see it pull back, you can invest some more of those funds by actually not spending as much as you would have spent when you first started investing, right? So it's just a great thing. I love investing, and I will continue to talk about it. And I wanted to talk about this in the beginning of my YouTube channel, but it wasn't something that really generated the clicks. Everybody wanted to know about the top 5 credit cards, and I love credit cards, and so that was great to be able to do. but I always wanted to talk about investing. And I think this is the way to, or this was my entry point to doing that. And I'm so glad that I found this community, that I was able to invest in AMC and, just start live streaming, because I was actually hesitant to start live streaming in the beginning. And I'm glad I did, because I started out with live streaming to, 1,000, 2,000 people. Then it jumped to 14,000, 16,000 people. And then it started to slowly trail off, which is great, because this shows that you're building this close community that may be only 100, 200 to 400 people. And that's okay with me. That is perfectly fine with me, because now I can respond to, all your comments and be there for you guys and hear you out as you're talking about things. There have been times in the past where if you're having a conversation and we get through 2 messages, that conversation's gone. And now the conversation's here to stay. We can continue to talk. So anyways, that's a long-winded way of saying that thank you guys for, being a part of this community and giving me this opportunity to do this full time soon. I'm actually going to be doing that, transitioning to full time soon. And it's phenomenal to think that, or to know that I'm able to build something consistent, that I can do this full time. So again, thank you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I got to go get this baby up. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below if you guys want to get a Not Financial Advice t-shirt, which is a brand new t-shirt that I'm bringing to the market. Let me go ahead and show you guys what we're working with here. It's a brand new t-shirt to the market. You can actually see it. I think there should be a link down below. I don't know if it's below the live streams, but it's usually below the videos. So yeah, let me go ahead and go to my store. Let me show you guys. Actually, go back really quick. Come on. Dang internet. No, so if you go to the store, that's not it. Come on, I should have had this up already. If you go to my Profits Apparel store, if you go over to my channel or below, I think there should be something. You're going to see the new Not Financial Advice hoodie and shirts. And we actually have a plain one that just says Not Financial Advice, very clean. And then we have this set up on t-shirts if you guys want to, check it out. I just bought mine today, or not today. I bought mine on Friday, I think it was, or Thursday, one of the two. And it's coming on the 20th. So I can't wait for that to come in and, either wear the hoodie multiple days or wear the shirt for a couple of days. That'll be fun. But yeah, if you want to check out my apparel store, feel free to do that and go ahead and order a t-shirt, as well as checking out my Patreon. If you guys want to join the Patreon, feel free to check that out in the description. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next